welcome to my channel. Well, I just got this WorkSharp precision sharpener in. I've been on the fence about it off and on, because I had a Lansky and it had been okay for me. But I also got this angle cube in, for checking the angle. But what I'd like to say is, so far, I'm impressed, man. It came in a kind of like a little dinky kind of plastic holder, for it. But it was in 3 separate pieces, and you just take them out and you snap them together. This back piece has a lip that you slide it under, and then you just tilt it forward, snap, you're gone. But what I like to say is, anybody that have been on the fence about getting one of these, man, all I've done is I marked both sides, and I started sharpening one side with the 300, and I've just now progressed to the 600. But I'm going to switch back to the 300 because I want to do both sides, but I just wanted to get a quick test. And this is so easy. This is so easy. I mean, anybody that has a problem with getting a sharp edge, you should get one of these. Also, anybody that's older, starting to get arthritis, or your use of your hands, or you cramp up, I tell you what, when I would reprofile a blade on the Lansky, the handheld one, there's a metal rod sitting here, and there's that, and I'm going back and forth, and it would get fatiguing. But this is just so easy. Now, it's diamond. You don't want to push, down on it real hard. You just go back and forth and let the diamond do its thing. And man, now I've been watching videos on this where they say that, different reviews on it, different people, have used this system. And some of the earlier versions, or I don't know, just maybe their version, they said it was really loose in here and it would bang out, and this magnet part would fall out up in the top, because this is just held in by a magnet. Now, my thought is you can just put another magnet up here and give it extra magnet strength, possibly. But so far, like I said, I haven't used it much. Just now using it, But, man, it's so easy. I was gonna use it on a Rough Rider at first, but I've decided to do this one. All right, now there's a little button in the back that you push. You push this button and you can rotate this guy over. If your blade's not too long, this one's fine. If it is, you may have to tilt the thing up. Now you can see it's all black right here, and I haven't completely formed a burr on the other side, but I just wanted to show you how easy this thing is to use. Now, according to this thing up here, it's 20 degrees, and according to my cube angle, it's a little bit higher. It's like 21 or 22, but I'm going to go with the WorkSharp guide up there because this table's not 100% level, and this thing's sitting on foam, and, close enough. Because if I set it to exactly 20 degrees, I set the cube angle up here on the rod, and I set it to exactly 20 degrees. On the WorkSharp thing up here, it says 17. And this is a hollow grind on this blade. And I want to keep it like around 20 degrees. I know I could lay it back a little bit further. This is VG10 also, or, the Chinese equivalent of VG10. At first I thought 320 wouldn't be coarse enough, but it's doing a pretty good job of taking that metal off. Alright, let's see if we can't zoom in a little bit and see what it's doing to the edge. So yeah, you're getting a nice toothy edge there. You can see a little bit of black here. I need to work some more on that tip. That's why I mark them with a marker, is just to show me. Because before you switch to the higher grit, you want to do most of your work with the lower grit one, just because then you won't have to do as much. This is like, you know, removing a lot of metal and profiling and everything. And when you get over to the other grits, you're going to be more like polishing that edge that you already had, not so much as removing it. This thing was already pretty sharp. I measured it, and behind the edge, it was 19.5 thousandths, 19.5 thousandths. And it can get better than that, I think. I say to go in like, you know, like back and forth like this. And then as you're refining the edge and you're getting it a little bit better, you stop, you go even less strokes, a little bit lighter and all that. I'm not putting much pressure on it. This is gunk from cutting paper. Ooh, almost got myself there, didn't I? Still no, I don't really feel a burr. I'm trying to do it with my fingernail. Let me look at it. Let me bring this guy, unzoom him a little bit. But yeah, it's fairly sturdy. I mean, the majority of it is plastic, you know, the housing and everything else. But it's a lot better than, you know, the Lansky system, like I said, it's worked for me for decades. But this is only $50 for the basic set. And you can upgrade, you know, to the upgrade. I think the basic set is 50 and the upgrade is like 80. But with the upgrade, I may be wrong on that, but with the upgrade you get 3 more rods of these, you know, with the thing on them. And the last one is a strop with a little ceramic stone here for like recurves and everything. If you watch a guy called Canadian Cutting Edge, he did a review on it. It's a pretty good review on this particular system. And also Nick Shabazz did a couple of reviews. He did the initial one, and then he said, you know, what he thought they needed to upgrade. And then on the upgrade, they tried to address his concerns. They gave him a case. You know, it comes with a case you can store the stuff in. And with different grits, you know, like you got a more coarse one, and just got more that you can choose from on these. But so far, really, you can upgrade if you want to. I like that it gives you the option of upgrading. All right, so now we're just going to rotate over. Start working on this side. Uh-oh, I dropped my switchblade. My switchblade comb. Ow! Stop playing around. Get back to work. All right, I'll get back to work. Anyways, so far, I'm quite impressed with the whole setup. It's pretty easy to put together. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, you know, before it arrived, because I knew I'd ordered it. It was going to get here eventually. And with Amazon, it was the next day. It was only one day, you know. So, whoops. But yeah, this is a fairly big blade. The clamping system wasn't bad. I just put it in there. It's got a little V groove. You're limited, like some other reviewers said, it's the size You could put a super huge, massive one in there, but for most normal blades, this thing's going to work fine. Anyway, yeah, just thought I'd show you that. And this is the little angle gauge. You're supposed to zero him first, and then you hold this and everything, but he tilts up. It'll tell you in the degrees how far it is. It's got a little magnet in here and a V groove works really well for round things or tubular things. Got a little level here that you can use for leveling and hold, and a backlight display. And this thing was like $22 or something. Error. Yeah, so there you go. I'm going to be sharpening my knives now more often. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day.